He had millions of followers. He flaunted a life of luxury, private jets, designer clothes. But behind the filter hid one of the world's biggest digital scammers. This isn't your average influencer. This is Hushpuppi, the man who lived like a king on stolen money. How did he fool multinational corporations, governments, even the FBI? Why did he become the symbol of modern cybercrime? Today, you'll learn his true story. And believe me, you won't be able to look away. Today, we travel from Nigeria to Dubai to understand how a young man went from absolute poverty to becoming Instagram's most infamous fraudster. Ramon Abbas, better known as Hushpuppi, seemed to have it all. Luxury cars, gold watches, penthouses overlooking the Dubai desert. More than 2 million Instagram followers worshipped his lifestyle. But where did all that money really come from? That was the question nobody could answer, until the truth exploded. He was behind fraud schemes totaling over $30 million. Hushpuppi was born on October 11, 1982, in a place far removed from the luxury he later displayed. Warren Shoki, a tough neighborhood in Lagos, Nigeria. His childhood was rough, poverty, dirt roads, and dreams very, very big. His father drove a taxi. His mother sold bread on the street. From a young age, he dreamed of escaping poverty. He watched the city's rich with a mix of anger and envy. He went from living with nothing to driving Lamborghinis. How? With an invisible weapon, the internet. In the late 1990s, the internet reached Nigeria's poorest districts. Young people like Ramon saw an opportunity. If they couldn't find jobs, they would make their own path. Thus were born the Yahoo Boys, young scammers using fake emails to con people around the globe. Their motivation? Survival, but also becoming legends. Hushpuppi's favorite scam, ranked among the world's most sophisticated. It's called business email compromise, or BEC. A hacker infiltrates a company's email, waits for the perfect moment, and swaps a legitimate invoice for a fraudulent one. The result? Millions of dollars, sent straight to accounts controlled by the crooks, all with a single click. But he didn't stop there. He also used corporate phishing and identity theft. Hushpuppi wasn't just a scammer. He was a criminal CEO. From a high-rise penthouse, he ran networks that spanned continents. After mastering the technique, Ramon moved to Malaysia. There, he refined his strategy, met other criminals, and forged his new identity. Hushpuppi, an easy name to remember, a character crafted to seduce and manipulate. On Instagram, he began broadcasting an impossible life. Designer outfits, 5-star hotels, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, $5,000 champagne bottles. His followers grew like wildfire. Thousands, then millions. They called him the king of African luxury. But it was in Dubai that he reached legendary status. Private jet trips, dinners with celebrities, shopping sprees at Versace, Gucci, Fendi, watches worth more than a house. And he documented it all on Instagram. And the world believed him. He had 3 children with 3 different women, and in his own words, God blessed me with everything I ever dreamed of. But here's the question. Was it truly a blessing or just a fraud disguised as a miracle? Hushpuppi's greatest hits, or rather cold hits. Imagine this. Your child's school loses almost $1 million because they trusted a single fake email. That's how Hushpuppi worked. His network spoofed suppliers' emails. They pretended to be service providers, and they got a UK elementary school to transfer $900,000 to fake accounts. One transaction, a European bank, and $14 million vanished without raising alarms. until it was too late. He tricked a bank in Malta, manipulating internal communications. He convinced them to send $14.7 million. That cold, that efficient. He even posed as a contractor, collected millions in advance for projects that never existed. He forged contracts with major construction firms, negotiated fake purchases, and siphoned the money in the process. Every stolen dollar passed through many hands before reaching him, and none could expose him. He used a web of money mules to move funds across countries with no direct trace. On Instagram, he looked like a millionaire, and he was. But every photo was also a clue for the FBI. He laundered money by buying Richard Mille watches, luxury cars, and real estate. And he flaunted it all on social media. Why display your life online if you're a criminal? Because like everyone else, he craved something: approval, relevance, attention. He mixed Gucci selfies with motivational quotes. He preached the hustle while scamming companies out of millions. On his feed, he was a king. In reality, he was a white-collar thief. And here's the irony. Hushpuppi was a digital ghost, but he couldn't stop showing everything. Instagram became his diary and his worst enemy. Every photo, every purchase receipt, every luxury location, all of it was collected as evidence by the FBI. What he thought was fame became his downfall. He built his own case. The story took a dramatic turn when the FBI arrested a Canadian, Ghalib Alamari, on his phone messages with Hushpuppi. That led to uncovering an international fraud ring. Even North Korea-backed hackers were involved. One target, a Premier League club in the UK. And in June 2020, the House of Cards collapsed. Dubai police, the FBI, and Interpol launched a secret operation, Fox Hunt 2. Hushpuppi slept soundly in his luxury apartment until Dubai's SWAT team broke down the door. He was arrested in his penthouse. In his possession, $37 million in cash, 13 luxury cars, 21 computers, 47 mobile phones, all captured on video. That footage went viral. Ramon Abbas, Instagram's king, had fallen. Within hours, he was extradited to the United States. The charges: electronic fraud, money laundering, international theft, and more. The evidence was overwhelming. Too overwhelming. Hushpuppi pleaded guilty, cooperated with authorities, and in 2022, he received an 11-year federal prison sentence. Many young Nigerians admired him. If he could do it, I can too, they said. But the truth is far more brutal. Hushpuppi wasn't a hero. He was a symbol of what easy money can do and how social media can create false idols. Because in the end, luxury fades, fame disappears, and the truth always finds a way out. In Nigeria, authorities used his case as an excuse to crack down on young people. The Hushpuppi scandal fueled the NSAR's movement against police brutality. Innocent youths labeled Yahoo boys simply for owning a smartphone or dressing well. Hushpuppi wasn't the genius they claimed. He was a consequence, a figure embodying system failures, extreme poverty, glorification of wealth on social media, and lack of global oversight. Cybercrime isn't just Nigeria's problem. It's a global one. Was it worth it? All that money, that luxury, those trips, in exchange for more than a decade behind bars? You decide. This is the story of Hushpuppi, a modern con artist, a digital ghost, and a warning to all of us. If this story moved you, subscribe now. On this channel, we expose the hidden truths of power money, and the crimes no one dares to tell.